So if you didn't see my last two videos, I talked about how I was going to do a RimWar playthrough on the new update, and if you want to see me go over the patch notes, then click on this video. Basically, RimWar's difficulty is scaled a lot better, and there's now compatibility for the Empire mod, which essentially allows you to create an empire. This might be really epic, and I'm going to do a run today just kind of testing out the features. I'm not sure how this is going to go. If it goes really well though, I might continue this. Our starting scenario is going to be a slight variation to Lost Tribe. The only thing we're changing is that we're making it so our research is going to be randomly decided, and we get an orbital trader arrival every 3 days. And the reason why I'm adding this is because we're going to be at war with everyone. So once we get electricity, we can trade with orbital traders. As for our difficulty, we're going to be playing with Void on a variation of Losing is Fun. This is a difficulty I've been playing on for a few playthroughs. We're going to do 500% threat scale, lowered colonist instant kill down to 0 so no one dies from bad RNG, lowered scary rot down to 0, and since we're doing random research, I'm going to raise our research speed up to 300%. Come on, you can do it. 299, 301. And we got it. On the create world menu, RimWar has its own set of options, and we can do player versus all, which is going to make it so we're at war with everyone. Hence the reason why we're going to need that orbital trade arrival to help us out. And doing this is going to make us at war with most factions once we start the game. It hasn't kicked in yet, like we're still neutral with these guys. Also, as if this was not going to be hard enough, we're going to choose a random starting site, and we're going to really hope that we don't get the ice sheet. Okay, we did not. We got a grasslands tile somewhere. Where? Oh, right here. This is actually not a bad tile. We're on a mountainous grassland tile, and the temperature looks pretty okay. 55 to 91. We're probably never going to see snow unless we get like a cold snap. And we're really close to this nearby faction of Grace Village, which it says these guys are neutral right now. But once we start, that's not going to be the case. So we're now going to random our colonists. Okay, yeah, we're going to take the -10 with these guys every 15 days. But yeah, we got a bunch of random colonists. We're going to be able to choose 5 of them. Before we check out their stats, this video was sponsored by Frag Pro Shooter, the best mobile shooter game of 2020 with more than 50 million players. So there's 80 characters to collect, all of which have unique gameplay and specific roles and power. Like we got my personal favorite, Miss Bunny, who fires concentrated carrot orbs, which are rich in vitamin A. Not only does she supply her enemies with vital nutrients, she also plants an explosive carrot in the ground, and when it explodes, it will propel her forward twice. Frag's a team game, but unlike other team games, you get to pick your own team composition. The AI controls 4 characters, you control 1, and when you do get killed, then you can swap to another one. Each character is good at doing different things, like some are good at defense, some are good at offense, and essentially the goal is you want to figure out a good team composition that works for you. There's always new content being added to the game. We got a new character, Archon the Demigod. Archon's a legendary character that can dash into the air and unleash devastation on his foes from above. They also recently added a new mode, Payload, and the goal of this mode is to escort your cart to the center of the map before your enemy does. You can either stay on the defensive and try to push your own cart more quickly, or you can go on the offensive and try to attack the opponent's cart. Before you get started, grab some free rewards using the link in the description, even for those who've already installed Frag. And now it's time to check out our random colonist. This girl is actually pretty good. She's a brawler, which increases her melee hit chance, and she's got 13 melee. And this girl's also a gastronomist, which is really good combined with her invigorating ability in cooking. I've always wanted a cook that has this invigorating interest, as while they're cooking, rest drops at 50% of the normal speed, so they won't need to sleep that much. But yeah, with gastronomist, there's a really low chance that she food poisons. She is a dunce, however, which lowers her global learning rate by 50%. That's gonna make it so she's not gonna be able to level up that quickly, although she doesn't need much higher than 7 cookie, I don't believe, to be able to not food poison meals. And like with gastronomist, there's a really low chance she food poisons anyways. She is also nearsighted, which lowers her global work speed by 10%. So 2 kind of negative traits there, but that's okay. We could really use a good cook. Then again, I haven't gone over the rest of these guys. We might not even bring her along. Let's see, Brabar is okay. He's got a compulsion for constructing. That's already a good start. And he's a tortured artist, and he's got a minor passion for art. Wow, this guy's actually solid. He's also got a little bit in combat as well, and he's also got this brave trait, which lowers mental break threshold. So he's pretty much never going to go into mental breaks. Wait, that's not that good with tortured artists, because you kind of want them to go into mental breaks. But then again, especially like early game, we're not going to want people to go into mental breaks. So yeah, this guy's actually amazing. He's also got the undergrounder trait, so he never needs to go outside, and that's actually a really good trait for an artist. If we're going to have this guy just do full-time art, we don't want him to have to go outside anyways. Oh, and we got a Thrumkin, by the way, which I didn't know you could actually get Thrumkins at the start. That's kind of OP. And whoa, this dude is amazing. People are going to say this is actually scripted, dude. He's brave as well, or it's a she. And how does she have 6 traits, by the way? I made it so you can only have 5 max, but I think Thrumkins have a high chance to get certain traits. And yeah, I linked the code to the guy who does a patch mod for me, and it is confirmed that female Thrumkins always spawn in with the trait Iron Willed, whereas males always get Sanguine. And that was the reason reason why she was able to spawn in with 6 traits. There's also a higher chance to start with Thrumkins. Playing as a Lost Tribe, you get a 20% chance versus just doing a normal start, you only get a 10% chance, which I think is really cool, and it aligns with their lore of Thrumkins being these tribal creatures. And it also helps to balance out the fact that you're playing as a tribe and you have no tech. She's got an amazing set of traits. The only one that's semi-negative is Prude, which that one's not even that bad. She can never initiate a divorce, so once she shacks up with someone, there's a pretty good chance she's with them for life. Thrumkins also have 20% higher plant work speed and 10% higher plant harvest yield, so she's going to be a really good planter, and she's invigorating at planting and cooking and art. Okay, we might have just replaced Combo. I think we don't need her to be our cook anymore. We're going to put her at the very bottom, and we're probably going to leave her behind. Next, we got Chod Ortas, who is tough, but can't really do melee or shooting, has minor aversions to it. Has aversions to a lot of stuff, actually. If he does any of these things that he has aversions to, he gets a mood penalty, a big one. He also has a weak constitution, so he's much more likely to die from illnesses. I think for that reason, we're just going to leave him behind for now, because yeah, that guy's probably going to die early on. How about this girl? She's got a smoke leaf dependence, so she's going to be hooked on smoke leaf from the very start. That's a little bit rough. I'm looking over her stats. I'm not seeing anything too amazing. We're going to leave her behind for now because I have not looked over the rest of our people. Let's look over a Kangaroo, who does have a god trait. Oh, what? She has a medical god trait, and she's got a minor patch for medical, and she's trigger happy. Okay, this run is scripted, dude. On my last playthrough, I ran across someone that was as good as Kangaroo maybe like once or twice, and we're getting her out of one of our 8 random colonists. That's actually insane. She's also got strong constitution, so she cannot die from illnesses pretty much. I will say she does have a minor aversion to shooting, so trigger happy is not going to be as effective here unless we want her to just be having really terrible moods. But if we need to, we can have her fight, and yeah, she's going to be an amazing medic. Emotep's wisdom increases 10 speed, operation speed, surgery success chance, and 10 quality, and increases armor by quite a bit. And I actually nerfed these god traits. I made it so anyone that has a god trait's market value is increased by 3 times, so there were 3 normal colonists basically, which in turn means we're going to be getting raided by more people, so I think it does kind of balance out a little bit. But yeah, so we got an insane medic with this girl. She does have a vocal hatred for crafting though, so when she sees someone do crafting, she's going to harass them. So we'll just keep our crafter away from our main colonists, I guess. We'll just put them in their own little room. All right, so for our next colonist, we got Isave, who actually can do research, and she's a dead shot. Wait, dude, this is so scripted. This is insane. What? Deadshot is the best aiming trait. So we got a Deadshot and a trigger happy person. And like, she doesn't have any passions for shooting, but she is a fast learner. So she's going to learn shooting actually quicker than someone with a burning passion. With the interest frameworks mod, if they don't have passion for something, they still learn it at a 50% rate. The base game I think is 35. But yeah, we need a researcher, and she's going to learn this really quickly. If we need her to fight, she can fight. Like, this is so scripted. This is insane. And then for the last person, we got, okay, this girl kind of sucks. Like, she's a perfectionist, which greatly lowers her global work speed actually, but she makes better stuff. This trait sucks for her loadout though. For the most part, she doesn't really need to build anything that has high quality, so yeah, we don't want her. It's between Mano, Combo, and Chodadas. Chodadas was the weak constitution person. He's gonna die, so we don't care about him. Combo can fight. She's really young too. She's only 23, which is good. Then again, Mano is only 25. Mano actually makes for a pretty solid builder and miner. She gets 20% more mining yield and 20% more construction speed, and I don't think we really have a miner right now for the most part. Brabar can mine, but she's our tortured artist. We just want her to do art full time, and then she can also build as well. So we're gonna have her be the builder and artist. She's not gonna be doing any mining, and no one else is good at mining. So yeah, we'll have Mano do it, I guess. When she's not mining, she can also do a bit of construction, and she's got a minor passion for social, so she can be our warden. She's also insatiable. No amount of lovin' is enough lovin' for Mono. She will tend to jump from partner to partner and tumble between the sheets with them frequently. I'm wondering if this is gonna affect her wardening ability. Is she gonna be able to tumble with the prisoners? That would make for an amazing warden. Everyone would want to join our colony if that was the case. On one side note, she is a neat freak, which lowers her global work speed by 20%, so it's going to kind of counteract the groundbreaker trait that increases her construction speed, although it does increase her immunity gain speed, so she's not as likely to die from an illness. I just noticed, by the way, 3 of our people are incapable of social, so yeah, it's really good that we have someone that can do social. And yeah, with that, we got our 5 colonists. This was the most insane draft I've ever seen. Like, this loadout is just absolutely nuts. All right, so as you can see on the right here, we're pretty much hostile with every faction for the most part. And yeah, that includes the nearby faction of Grace Village. I don't know what type of tech these guys are. This could be rough if these guys are really high tech, because yeah, we're within their range. We're also within the range of these pirates, which that could also be rough. And we're in the range of these nearby tribals, this Mantodian faction, these tribals as well, which we are neutral with these guys. We should also be neutral with, I think, one more faction. And I think right here is actually all the factions. So yeah, there's 4 factions out of 49, I think, if my math is right. As if our run was not already insane enough, we started with 2 horses, which is really lucky. Usually with the Lost Tribe, I'll start with like a beagle, a cat, and like a, I don't know, alligator or something. But horses are actually really useful, and they come trained too. Okay, and then we got a female and a male as well. So we can expect baby horses as well, and that's really nice because I don't think anyone can do any animals. Like yeah, 3 people have 4 animals, and that's the highest we got. So us getting those horses early game is really lucky. We also have this Yorkie, and this thing can nuzzle every 12 hours. So it's going to be improving people's mood, so we don't want this thing to die because it's also bonded to Kangaroo. I guess Kangaroo is bonded to one of our horses and Yorkie, and that's actually good because she's the one with the god trait and trigger happy, so we're going to want her to be in a good mood, not having mental breakdowns in case we get raided. To add even more epicness, we actually have a really nice starting map. Like we started a mountainous terrain, so there's all these mountains and stuff, but there's a perfect starting location. If we go back here, it's so secluded and walled off, and also there's an anima tree. I believe with the meditation freedom mod, I can plant an anima tree. I just never figure out how to do that. Maybe only tribals can do that actually. Let's do a growing zone, plants. Oh, here we go. The anima tree. Yeah, so we can plant our own anima tree, which we might actually do that further back. But yeah, if we didn't have that mod, that would be an insane location for an anima tree, because usually they're just in the middle of freaking nowhere, like on the edge of the map. You have to go really far to get to them. So future me here, I ended up getting some of the worst RNG I've ever seen, and I was a bit overly ambitious with what we're going to call a test run. On day 1, before doing anything, I decided to deconstruct these ruins, which turned out to be way too greedy of a play, as the moods of our colonists are ticking down. On day 1, I didn't have beds for everyone, because being that we're tribal, we can't make them out of wood or steel. So everyone was forced to sleep on the ground, and it was fairly cold out, so they got slept in cold as well. And like you can see, as Brabar woke up, her mood wasn't even that bad. She wasn't even in minor break yet, as she has a really low mental break threshold. I had her finish making this game of year board, flooring in the room, and finish making this well, and while she was doing that, her mood did dip into minor break for about an hour, and there was a small window where right after she ate and before she washed, she was in major break, and that was enough to send her into an insulting spree. And like you can see here, after she ate, if we just had like, I don't know, 30 minutes, her mood was going to be okay, like she was going to be out of mental break threshold. Though I could have managed her mood better, the fact that she went into mental break after only being in minor break for like an hour and a half has got to be some of the worst luck I've seen. She immediately started walking towards Isave, whose mood was already not that good, and she was going to start insulting Isave probably multiple times, and each time she does that, that lowers Isave's mood by 7. I think the second time she does it's actually like 6, but regardless, before doing this, Isave was already in minor break, so this was going to be really bad. I then decided we did not want to deal with this insulting spree, because Brabar was probably going to walk around to our other colonists and start insulting them as well. So I had Isave try to arrest Brabar, and of course we did not get the 60% chance. Mono actually would have had a 100% chance, but she was really far away, so I decided just to risk it for the 60%, and yeah, it didn't work out. Brabar went berserk, which at this point it was still okay, but we brought over Kangaroo riding a horse, and we ended up destroying her left middle finger. I guess she was flipping off Kangaroo while they were fighting, and the horse just chomped it out. That was going to lower her manipulation a bit, and she's our builder slash artist, so we really did not want that, but regardless, we ended up knocking her out. Despite these 2 highly unfortunate events, I played on up until the point where we had another insulting spree. I don't know what the chances of this are, but at this point I went into a mental break IRL, and I found this mod Stop Insulting Us. Usually when there's a mechanic in RimWorld that doesn't make sense, there's always a mod to fix it, and this mod definitely does fix it. It makes it so Insulting Spree is a major break, which that's how the game should be. Insulting Spree by far is the worst minor break, and I'm sure it's worse than most major breaks. This mod also more than cuts in half the duration of Insulting Spree and lowers the min duration by 10 times, so potentially with this mod, they might only insult like 1 or 2 people and then they'll snap out of it. It also lowers the chance of insulting sprees happen from 0.5 down to 0.15. Okay, so first things first, everyone's really hungry, so we're gonna have everyone eat except for Kangaroo. We're gonna have Kangaroo make some arrows. She can make stacks of 10 at a time, but we don't need her to make 10 stacks right now. We just need a few arrows so we can go hunt a little bit. We're also gonna have Colbrin just start cutting down pretty much every tree that she's gonna see. There's not a whole lot of trees on this map because it is a grassland, but there's a few. We'll now let Kangaroo eat, and she did eat without table, but that's okay. We're now gonna have Isabe and Kangaroo start hunting these muffalo, and we hit both our shots there, very nice. There's a pretty good chance to hit these things because they're really big. And yeah, this one's actually on its own, which is good. If we hit this one and it ends up manhunting, which there's only like a 3% chance of it manhunting. What's our Yorkie doing over here, by the way? This is no place for a Yorkie. But yeah, this muffalo does manhunter. The rest of the muffalos should not, because they're not close enough to feel the rage as well. And nice, we knocked that one out. 3 more to go. Oh, we actually hit that one in the head, and we scarred its brain pretty bad because yeah, we knocked it out at pretty much full HP, so that was pretty lucky. If we prioritize hunting this thing and we have someone hunt it, we actually can kill it pretty instantly. If we decided to beat it down, it would take a while to beat it down. Okay, we'll have a Kangaroo hunt that muffalo, and then Isabe, you can go up and hunt this one, I guess. This one's in the middle of all these elephants, which is not ideal. We do not want to accidentally hit one of these elephants and they all manhunter. That would be disastrous. And then yeah, this muffalo did revenge, but it's okay, it's by itself. So the other nearby muffalos are not going to chase us. All right, another muffalo down. And now how are we going to kill this one? We hit it. We just need to get it out of this herd of elephants. That could have actually hit the elephant. That was not the best decision to shoot that shot. We hauled a couple of the muffalo back, and in this ruins over here, there's still a muffalo, and there's also a table, plus a bunch of these urns, and we're gonna see if we can deconstruct all these, and we can carry all of them, plus the table, and we can haul the muffalo too, very nice. Meanwhile, Isabe over here with her very strong back, which increased her carrying capacity by 75, she was able to put a muffalo in her inventory, which is pretty massive. These things weigh a lot, and she's also able to haul a bunch of this wood that's just lying around. We chopped down a ton of trees, and yeah, there's just not a lot of trees on this map. They don't even give that much wood, the ones we did chop down. We're now gonna have Brabar start building a butcher table, and we're gonna start butchering up these muffalos. It's getting pretty late, it's 6 p.m, and people are gonna start getting tired, so we don't have a whole lot of time here. But I think we should still be okay. We got Colbrin with her 13 cooking. She's gonna start butchering up the muffalo. We'll actually bring Brabar in here and drop all these urns in this table. And then we can set all this stuff up, and then we need to make some stools as well. I think like 3 stools should be okay. We set up the urns in this room, and the room is still awful, but once we build the bedrolls, it's gonna improve the impressiveness a little bit, because when you plop down materials, it does lower the beauty of the room, and there's also a bunch of stuff we need to clean. And we still need a bit more blue fur. There's 1 more muffalo we still have not butchered up. And there we go, we got our last amount of blue fur, then we can make the last 2 beds, and we should be good to sleep here. And okay, it looks like we're gonna be good for day 1. People are not gonna be having mental breakdowns, even though yeah, the room sucks. It's 17 awful. We can fix that in the morning though. If we just clean it up a bit too, that should improve it. Yeah, we can get up to dull, so that's at least better than awful. 27 dull is actually not bad, considering we can easily buff it up quite a bit. Like eventually we're gonna smooth it in, and all those -1s for the floor is gonna turn into a 2. And then also the walls, we're gonna smooth those, and that's gonna switch it over to, I believe, a 2 as well. So this room actually is gonna end up being really nice. Our next priority is gonna be to get some walls around our base, just in case we get some manhunting animals. Void likes to send a lot of them at us, and if we can just wall this base in, well, we do still need to leave the base a little bit, because there is a ton of wood outside. I've been forcing Colbrin to just work full time. Like I've not allowed her to do recreation or anything. I don't even know why she's washing right now. She should be chopping wood. Maybe there's no more trees actually for her to chop. She might have chopped them all. But yeah, she's recreation deprived. Like we have not allowed her to do any recreation, which is fine because she has a 1% mental break threshold. Meanwhile, in this room, we built a few plant pots, and yeah, immediately when you start sowing, actually, it improves the impressiveness of the room. We're gonna have her sow the other plant pots, and yeah, that buffs up the impressiveness by quite a bit. And the 4th one's gonna bring us up to decent, actually. We were at mediocre, so that's really nice. There's some dirt in here too. There's actually quite a bit. If we clean that up, we actually got up to slightly impressive, which is awesome. We'll now have Colbrin start making meals out of this muffalo meat, because we're actually now out of pemmican. And what's cool about this stone campfire is it actually works at a 60% rate, whereas a regular campfire only works at a 50% rate. This stone campfire also burns a bit slower than a regular campfire, which is nice, and it produces less heat, which is good. We don't want too much heat. Being that it is 77 degrees inside, which is a bit toasty, we're also going to probably want to build a cooler in here before we sleep, and then refill that thing with this well. And I think it's the hygiene mod that makes it so you refill coolers with water instead of wood, which is nice. And yeah, we got some meals now, so we're not going to have any problems with food for night 2, and everyone's just continuing to floor this room in, which I don't know if that's necessarily what we should be doing right now. We could be setting up some defenses. There's a bunch of wood on the map that we can still grab, but we'll worry about that in the morning. This room's kind of dirty too. We should not have been cooking in a dirty room. I kind of messed up there. Oh, and we actually got the impressiveness up to somewhat impressive. But yeah, I really hope we did not food poison those meals by cooking in a dirty room. Like, it's slightly dirty right now, but I'm pretty sure there's a really low chance still of food poisoning happening. And yeah, I completely cleaned up the room. I don't know where the slightly dirty is coming from. There's no dirt anywhere. Maybe it's just a rock tile. I don't know. But yeah, everyone's gonna be able to sleep in a somewhat impressive barracks now, which is gonna be nice. Their negative mood lists for sleeping in a barracks aren't that bad. They're only getting -1, and they have a slightly impressive rec room and dining room because we did put a hoopstone ring in here, and it's actually gonna be somewhat impressive next time they do some recreation in here. But yeah, it's 5 a.m. Asave was up and at 'em because she was doing a lot of construction, and she has the invigorating interest in construction, so she doesn't lose rest very quickly when she's doing it. So she was actually pretty full on rest at like 4 a.m. But yeah, we're gonna have her with her very strong back start hauling all this wood that Colburn has been cutting. There's just so much wood on the ground, and we can use all this for traps. We don't want to use it for traps really, because we are going to be very low on wood, at least until we plant more trees, which we probably should do. I think we'll first just chop literally every tree on the map, just because there's going to be a time where we actually can't leave our base. We're not going to be able to go out and chop trees, so we should take advantage of the time we have right now just to chop every single tree on the map. So here's our base, and down here we had Brabar deconstruct a large stele for 94 sandstone blocks. We'll also have them deconstruct this steel table for a decent amount of steel, 37, and then these columns as well. This ruins will not be needing them anymore. And we got an eclipse and a solar flare. A lot of things going on in the heavens. But yeah, we'll grab all that stuff, bring it back to base, and we can use that as building materials. A band of thugs is calling us from nearby. They want 235 silver. We don't have enough though, so we're gonna have to refuse the offer. And apparently they're not happy about us refusing the offer. They cannot guarantee our safety. That might mean a raid's coming for us. I'm not really sure exactly, but we should definitely start building up our defenses. And yep, a hostile force with a combat power of 607. That's massive from what I can remember. It's coming in 0.7 days, so we have not much time. I got a defense blueprint laid out. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to have enough materials to build it. Like, if we make it all out of wood, we could. I want to make a good amount of it out of sandstone, like the embrasures, but yeah, maybe we'll just make the outside walls wood, just because we're getting raided soon and we're not going to have enough sandstone anyways. I just want to make the embrasures out of sandstone because we'll be shooting through them and raiders will be shooting at us, and the embrasures will be taking damage, so we want them to be somewhat tanky. But yeah, we got everyone out here doing work on this defense. Isabe has 5 construction, and unfortunately Mono with her 5 construction did botch one of the embrasures, but that's okay. Both of them have the invigorating interest, so they're not losing much rest while they're doing this. And Kangaroo actually is really bored of doing this, but she still does learn construction at 110% somehow. You would think if she's bored she would not be learning it that quickly, but the only negative with bored is that she'll randomly fall asleep and then we have to wake her up, but she'll wake up instantly and there's no penalties for waking her up or anything. But yeah, making these embrasures is taking a while, making them out of sandstone. We really don't want to botch any more of them, and we have a bunch of wood over here that we can use to build the walls. And yeah, we make the walls really quickly. Brabar with her 8 construction just zooms through those walls. Oh, we got a mutagenic ship, by the way, which actually this could work out in our favor. There's 5 freaking mechs here already. This is actually crazy because our wealth is not that high. We only have 23k wealth. This seems like quite a lot of mechs for the amount of wealth we have. If we end up waking that thing up though, the raiders will deal with that for us. Should we have someone go out and wake it up? Alright, so we got Kangaroo over here, and from this angle we could wake up this pikeman. I don't know if this is the right angle though. Like, I think maybe we go down. Whoa, she almost shot. Let's go down here maybe a bit, and let's see if we can shoot it from like down here. Can we hit it? Oh yeah, we can. Okay, we missed the first shot. Okay, I don't know where you're shooting. What the heck was that shot? There we go, we woke it up, and now you gotta run. Now these mechs are gonna be awake for the raiders, that's the main thing. Meanwhile on the map, it looks like the raiders are almost here, and this is kind of exciting, because yeah, this is gonna be some free loot for us, basically. And yep, here they come. They're actually coming from the south too, which is perfect. It's a medieval faction, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna aggro on the mechs when they do decide to attack. They got a lot of dudes, by the way. Like, they're not high tier at all. They got a lot of equipment though. But yeah, if we didn't have these mechs here, it would be rough to take these guys. Like, we don't even have traps set up, mainly because we have the mech cluster and we're pretty sure that it can take these guys for us. And here we go, they're beginning their assault. So we got Red Wind not wanting to go with the pack, but the rest of these guys are charging straight into this mech cluster, which is perfect for us. Or it's not a mech cluster, it's a mutagenic ship, but it's basically a mech cluster. And yeah, Elias already got tagged. These guys have no idea what they're getting into. Or maybe they do. I mean, if they just zerg down these mechs, they should be, well, yeah, there's a lot of these dudes. They got a couple Lancers back here too. And yeah, they're just getting obliterated. They might, yeah, they're gonna get the pikeman. He's already down actually. But 2 of them are already dead. I actually don't know who's gonna win here, to be honest. And I don't know where that one dude went. I don't know if he's knocking down our walls or what. But yeah, a couple more of them should be going down. They actually got one of the pikemen. We'd rather not have them take out any more of the mechs, because this is just a free line of defense for us. And though it would be nice actually to take out the mutagenic ship. And yeah, they're running. One of these guys actually got knocked out. Alex is gonna die in 7 hours. Her leg got shot off though, unfortunately. And she does have a smoke leaf dependence. We already do have someone with a smoke leaf dependence. She is actually really good at social. She's got 11 social and she's got an inspiring interest in it. So she's more likely to gain a social inspiration, and social inspirations are actually really good. You can instantly recruit someone regardless of how much resist they have with a social inspiration. And she's confident, which actually doesn't really improve social, just lowers mental break threshold. I mean, it does give 2 bonuses social, but no percentage bonuses. Oh, and then persuasive actually does improve her social ability a bit. She gets a bit more immunity gain speed, more pain shock threshold, less movement speed. She's already gonna be moving really slow though, with the fact that we're gonna have to install like a peg leg in her. Overall, I don't know if this girl's really worth, like, she can do combat, but I don't know, is it worth like going through these mechs to try to save her? Probably not. Like, there's still a Lancer up. Well, what about Harold? Is he any good? Nah, the dude's no good. He's sickly, so he gets sick often. I think we'll just leave these guys here to bleed out. Oh, and that's what happened to Redwin. He's a coward, so he ran away. I was wondering where that guy was going. He was not trying to fight though, and he ended up getting away. Good for him. We could use some extra mounts, and there's a few groups of donkeys on the map. We'll kill one of them, and we can use their meat as kibble. And these things are actually really quick, by the way. They're not as quick as horses, but they're almost. One thing I did not know about donkeys is apparently they have a way higher chance than Manhunter. They have a 5% chance on taking damage, whereas normal animals, most of them usually have like a 2%. So there's an 8.6% chance that this donkey does Manhunter us. There it goes. Not know donkeys were such ferocious beasts. Oh no, run, Asabe. Holy crap. The thing's got a proximity activator too, and Asabe almost activated it. Or I guess it's gonna activate in 18 seconds, so we would have had time. Kangaroo's got 4 animals, so we don't have anyone that has higher than that, and she's not really doing anything right now anyways, so we're gonna have her just try to tame these donkeys. There's a pretty good chance of this happening actually. I wanna say like a 1 in 4 chance, because donkeys have a really low handling skill requirement, and yeah, it's a 31% chance, and their handling skill requirement is 0, so they're pretty easy to tame. But yeah, it would be nice to tame these things up so we can have some extra mounts. Alright, so we're getting kind of desperate now. There's a few more animals on our map that we can hunt, like these boomlopes. It's not ideal to be hunting boomlopes, as they do blow up when you kill them, but being that we're in grassland, I don't think the fire will spread too much. It's not like we're in jungle where everything is connected. There's a lot of dirt. We also don't really care too much if a lot of this burns up, just as long as it doesn't burn up our base area. I mean, there are some berries over here still. We probably should harvest these. There we go. They both actually went to pain shock. We're gonna put them both in sleeping spots over here where there's not much flammable material. And there we go, they're both burning now. We might actually be able to pick it up. Yeah, we can pick it up while it's burning. Can't haul it while it's burning though. We actually gotta put the fire out before we haul it. I don't know if we can actually go the right way though, because yeah, she wants to haul it through these mechs. Thankfully we got Colbrin down here who can carry quite a bit of stuff, and she can pick up the other boomlope. She also did cut a bunch of these berries that we'll grab and bring back to base, as we are pretty low on food right now. Oh, we're getting raided. I've got to say, it's about freaking time. These raiders are all going to head down to this mech cluster down here, where there's 3 mechs left up still, but they're not going to stand any chance. And yeah, they have a ton of these wolfhounds, which are going to be perfect for us, actually, because that's going to be a lot of meat. And yeah, they just absolutely annihilate these mechs. They are near this mutagenic ship, and they're going to start getting a lot of this mutagenic buildup. It's minor right now, but it's going to start spreading pretty quickly. Like, this dude already has tight skin. This guy has stiffening skin, gives him 0.5% more armor, which is like nothing. We sent Kangaroo out, and Wasp Slayer unfortunately is not wanting to play nice. We're gonna have to try to tag this thing while Wasp Slayer is nice. We woke it up. Don't get hit. Very good. And these mechs are now awake, which is perfect. These raiders will not aggro on these guys, and they could take out the sunblocker for us, which would be amazing. This guy's setting fire to our, whatchamacallit. Oh wait, and these guys are fleeing? No. Oh, the freaking mechs actually destroy these guys. Who's fighting who, by the way? Did one of them turn into this? One of them turned into a Giga Scorpion, and it's now fighting them? Wait, they're fighting each other. There's manhunting turkeys. Oh, we got a manhunting pack. I didn't even see that. Now the manhunting turkeys are gonna try to take on this mech cluster for us. I really wish we did not get that manhunting event, because I think those Nords people would have been able to do good damage to this mech cluster. We probably won't even be able to skin these things either, because we're not gonna be able to make our way out of our base. This thing's kind of blocking us. And yeah, these turkeys are gonna do nothing to this mech cluster. That was kind of unfortunate that the whole thing turned out that way. There's a legendary Viking grave not far. And yeah, it's actually not far, surprisingly. Like, usually when they say it's not far, it's actually really far. I think we're gonna go down and try to get to that. We also have this quest, the Solitary Baroness, which is our free +8 honor quest. And we can still do this even though we're at war with the Empire. And I think if we do enough quests and we eventually become neutral with them, this honor will matter. Like, right now it's not going to. We can't do silent quests, but we should definitely do it. It's gonna expire in 5 hours, and we're gonna accept it with mono. Oh, okay, Ariva got hit in the torso, which is not good. There's a bunch of these larval Addis specs chasing her, and she can't take all of them by herself, but these mechs will actually take them for us. The only issue though is I'm not sure where the ship's gonna land. Ah, crap. She's getting kind of surrounded here. This is bad. She just take them all? Yeah, she can actually one-shot them. I think we probably do fail this quest though, because I'm assuming, okay, yeah, she killed another one. I'm assuming that the pod that's gonna pick her up is gonna be somewhere in our base, and we can't get her over there. There's like literally no way. Oh god, and she just got hit by an Inferno Cannon. She's burning. How are you burning in the rain, dude? Oh, and yeah, it wouldn't have mattered anyways. There's no way to get her over to the shuttle. So yeah, we failed that quest regardless. So Reva's gonna end up dying. There's nothing we can really do to save her. It's just unfortunate how these events turned out, but we don't necessarily care about our relation with the Empire too much. I have a mod that lets you build next to the edge, and I ended up walling off this side of our base, so our caravan was forced to go north to leave, because I didn't know you could actually choose which direction you want the caravan to leave. But you actually can. I had them go to this tile, and they left going that direction. And actually, by the way, it's not going to take long to get down there. It's only going to take 0.4 days. I thought it was going to take way longer, but Kangaroo and Asave are both mounted, and they're our 2 best shooters. Kangaroo is also a good medic too, so in case someone gets injured down here, Kangaroo can bandage up herself or Asave if needed, and we gave them a bunch of meals, some kibble, and plenty of medicine and some bedrolls, so they should be good. But yeah, this girl's for sure going to die. She does have a couple abilities, like she has smoke pop. I tried to actually use that to get her around the mechs. She ended up getting up, but it was not enough. She's able to actually make it quite a ways. If I was using this from the very start, she might have got out. Her other abilities she has are Vertigo Pulse, which does not affect mechs. Blinding Pulse does, I believe. It will blind enemies. We could have used that, and then we also have Stun. Could use that too, but the other ability she has is Far Skip, and I tried to use this to skip her into the base, but you can't do it. Using this ability would have failed the quest, so there's no point of it. And yeah, she's gonna die in 4 hours. I don't know what's gonna happen when she dies though, because we're already at -100 with the Empire. Like, we can't go any lower, right? And yeah, she's gonna be dead. Yes, did die, and our relation with the Shattered Empire decreased by 5 to -100. So yeah, it didn't matter that we failed the quest. We might as well have done it anyways. There was no point in not doing it. As our caravan was approaching the legendary grave, which they got there pretty much in 1 day. I actually let them rest a little bit before they went in. I noticed that we have a trading caravan coming for our base, which is not going to be good for them. Could be good for us though, actually. They might be able to clear out those mechs for us, and the animals carrying their trade goods might get killed by the mechs, so that's something to look forward to. And what the heck did I get myself into? We're at the legendary Viking grave, and there's a ton of gold on the ground, by the way. 367, some pemmican, and there's a crypto sleep casket with something inside of it. But the main thing is, look at all all these freaking dudes guarding it. On the bright side, a lot of them are melee. There's just green magpie with a longbow, and she's the only one that really can outrange us. So if we take her out, we might actually be able to just own these guys. One small side note is I'm kind of an idiot. I forgot to bring extra ammo. Wait, why this kangaroo, she likes being soaking wet? What? Is that because of her... Oh, her ocean lover trait. She loves being wet. Okay, that's actually really cool. I was thinking we might have some mood problems here. Because yeah, we got to chop down trees and make ammo, which it's not looking like that's going to be too much of a problem, actually. I just forgot to bring ammo. We'll have kangaroos start pumping out ammo. And yeah, she makes it really quickly. We got a manhunter pack. Is that at our base? Yeah, it is. Holy crap. It's a manhunting pack of Yorkies. Wait, why is it not that big though? Yorkies are really weak, so I would expect it to be way stronger, but I will say that our wealth is much lower now, and we have less colonists. Enemy raid strength, and I think it's pretty much any negative event scaling is based off of how many colonists you have and wealth. At least I'm pretty sure that's the case, and if we had all 5 colonists here, then I think we would have had some massive Yorkie invasion, but this thing's not that massive. And these things are all going to die to the mechs. Our main focus is going to be making these guys ammo, which they did make 210. Asave's mood is not great, by the way, I will say. Like, she's gonna lose very impressive dining room in 4 hours, and she's gonna lose nuzzled in 6. And after that happens, she might go below minor break. She also needs to do some recreation. Let's make a hoopstone ring. Also, if we let them sleep the whole night, they will get slept outside. So we're not going to do that. We're going to wake them up every few hours. And all right, after getting some kind of wonky sleep, they are going to wake up. It's 6 a.m. It still looks like it's nighttime because the sun blocker is actually affecting this area too. I believe it's the smaller hex that it's reaching. And yeah, it reaches pretty far. But yeah, they woke up. Now they're going to play some hoopstone. I think their mood should be okay when they attempt this raid. Oh, and we're getting attacked, by the way. Let's quickly uninstall these bedrolls. After a while, if you wait too long, the raiders will come out and attack you, and yeah, they're actually coming. We gotta just grab everything and get ready to go. Green magpie is actually the first one. Oh, we killed her. Wait, this is an epic start. I don't know how we got that lucky that green magpie was the one to attack us first, but we could actually grab her longbow and outrange everyone for sure. We can't yet, actually, but yeah, let's just start tagging these guys. They're gonna go for our hoopstone pin, I think. We have on the ground, maybe not, I don't know. We hit this guy like twice. That's really good. That's an epic start. I also don't know what happened to Ingilbertison. This guy is wounded. He got hit by something. It must have been a trap that was on the ground. Maybe this tome is trapped up. But yeah, these guys are going for our hoopstone ring that we built. We could maybe come in here and grab this loot. Or maybe not. It looks like they're going to be able to get to it. And yeah, there's traps on the ground. There's a granite spike trap here. We can actually see those, which is kind of funny. Okay, wait. These guys are walking right by this Chalisotherium. Let's try to hit it and manhunter it. Maybe not. There's another one on the map, so we'll try to go for the other one. Over here on the west, there's another Chalisotherium, and there's a pretty good chance this thing manhunters. Well, I guess it's only got a 10% chance to manhunter on harm. We didn't get to manhunter, but that's okay. We'll just bow at these guys and try to kite towards the other one. We'll just repeat the process, or maybe not actually. This dude has a pretty long range weapon. We'll kite south. And somebody also told me, by the way, to wind up my actions with shift. If you keep running back and forth like this, oh, Save actually wants to reload. But yeah, every time you click, it will cancel their aiming. But if you just queue up your actions, then it won't cancel. Even if they're turning, it won't cancel their aiming time. I don't know if I explained that too well, but yeah. There's another Chalisotherium over here. Let's try to piss that thing off. Oh, come on, dude. You'd really want to attack us, I know it. Oh, okay, no, it doesn't. How are our moods, by the way? Asave's mood is not good. She's stressed. Oh no. She's in darkness. We can get her in the light. She's barely stressed, though. If she does have mental breakdown, though, that's pretty much GG for her. That's really bad. Okay, we're going to really try our best here to piss off this Chalisotherium. Like, we really needed to help us just clear these things out. Come the F on, just Manhunter. I've never wanted something in Manhunter this bad and it not Manhunter. And you know what, on second thought, what we could do is just have Asave leave, and then Kangaroo can just solo this whole thing. We'll just give her a bedroll, drop some meals, just in case. And then yeah, Asave, just get out of here. And then Kangaroo can solo. Because her mood is amazing. She's soaking wet, she loves it. But yeah, come on, Chalisotherium, please, can use revenge. There's a 14% chance at Manhunters, and we've hit this thing, it's gotta be at least 10 times. I mean, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this one, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 on this one. one. So we've hit it 10 times. Statistically, it should have manhunted already. We let Asabe just chill for a little bit, and we sent her back in. Wait, what the heck? We have another horse here? Wait, where did Kangaroo's horse go? That's a weird bug. So Kangaroo was mounted, but then as soon as Asabe came back into this area, Kangaroo dismounted, which that could have been really bad, actually. All right, well, I'm done trying to get those Chalicotheriums to manhunter. We're just going to take out Crocodile Slayer. He's got a harpoon, and there was actually a couple times where I got pretty close to him. He almost actually tagged me, or Kangaroo, rather. Oh, and Asabe's actually in range. Okay, we're good. We just need to take this guy out, and then the rest of them really have no range at all. I don't know if any of them have range. I guess Buggo up here does have some throwing axes, but those are basically no range at all. And there we go, we killed Buggo. Crocodile Slayer is really slow because we've tagged him a bunch. We hit Blue Armadillo a couple times. He blocked that shot, but yeah, he's going to be bleeding. I was really not thinking we were going to be able to do this, but I guess we can. Asabe is in bad moods again. We might have her leave. Oh, and they're leaving. Very nice. They're going to try to run, and so we win. I don't know what's going to be in this grave, by the way. Is it going to be some kind of hostile dude? We should have Asabe leave, too. Or no, we can't. We have to actually just leave the entire area if we want to reform caravan. So let's just get in here and do this quickly. I'm not sure how we play this. Like, do we shoot at the casket? I don't know why this Chalicotherium's in here, by the way. That's just really annoying because we could shoot at the casket, but we can't right now because this thing decided to wander in here and block us, basically. What do you want to bet that if I shoot at the casket, we're going to accidentally hit this thing and it's going to manhunt her, even though it didn't manhunt her? Oh, okay, there we go. It hit the trap and it's just going to run, I guess. Let's just open up this casket, or no. Shooting it did not open it, which is odd. Let's just open it then. There shouldn't be a hostile thing in there then, I'm guessing. Because it should have... Okay, never mind. So this is awkward. We gotta run. Hopefully oh, nice. She actually can run. This girl, Branson, did hit our horse a little bit, but it's not even bleeding. She just hit it with the shield. So she's got a full set of crypto gear, and this stuff's actually really nice. The only issue is it's kind of low durability, but I believe we have a mod that we can repair stuff up if we have the appropriate materials. As far as the girl herself, we don't really care about capturing her. She's not all that good. She has thick skin, so she bleeds much more slowly than most. And this crypto armor slows bleeding, and she does have 2 pieces of it. The shield also apparently is capable of slowing the speed of atoms of incoming projectiles to a halt. It gives 95% protection to the neck, torso, arms, and hands. Wow. So you can only really hit her legs and head. We could also try to kite her down to this trap, and this could be really good. Unfortunately, we can't open that door for some reason, which is odd. We are able to claim some of these doors, but this one we cannot claim. Where's she going? She's just running. Is she making a run for it? I think that's what she's doing. Oh, okay. Yeah, she can open that door for some reason. Oh, we killed her. Crap. We didn't really want to kill her. Where did we hit her? Like in the head? I don't even know. And she had crypto sleep sickness, so maybe that's why she was able to go down so easy. And yeah, her armor is now tainted, which does suck. But we could give that to like Colbrin, and that could be some really tanky armor for her. And she won't mind wearing tainted gear, really. So yeah, let's strip her. And then is that all that's in here? We'll need to grab the gold too. Maybe we can grab one of these beds. Are any of them good quality? Not really. We could deconstruct them actually for the wood and the fur. We could actually grab this shelf maybe. Oh yeah, we could. We can't build shelves yet. Let's actually deconstruct this crypto sleep casket too before we go. Yeah, let's deconstruct all that stuff before Asabe has a mental breakdown. She's in minor break or not. Caravan is detected, by the way. In 2.9 days, some reinforcements are gonna get here. Okay, we don't need that much time. We're gonna be gone before then. We got an advanced component from deconstructing that thing. 3 components and some steel. We don't need any of that stuff, at least not right now because we have no tech, but we can maybe trade it. And that, my friends, is where we're gonna end this episode. There is currently a scouting party chasing us, and there's a trader caravan that's about to enter our colony, and we're gonna hope they clear out the mechs for us, while hopefully losing some of their pack animals so we can get some fat loot. We'll find out what happens in the next episode. I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.